Hey, hello everyone. It's Terry Bontemps again, and tell you what, you guys, this is going to be a great lesson for you today. It's going to be talking about the relationship I had with hedge fund number 4, and we're talking about buying bank portfolios. And it's really interesting about this hedge fund is that they offered to buy a $40 million defaulted portfolio from a bank for $22 million that we had found. I'm going to show you guys a tape today of 174 properties that I actually received from that bank. So I'm kind of combining two lessons today. One would be hedge fund number 4, and the other lesson would be how we found a bank, and we put in an offer of $22 million to buy that bank's portfolio. So let's go ahead and get rolling. Let's go ahead and get started. I started again. I found this person that connected me to the hedge fund. I was teaching a real estate seminar, and I was teaching defaulted notes up in Stockton, California. And the person that I was talking to, he was a liquidator for these hedge funds. He would, when the hedge funds would get properties, his job was to liquidate them, make the hedge fund company, and make them money. So he happened to be in attendance, and which really caught my attention is usually when I go to seminars, 1% of the people understand what I'm doing, or 1% of the people, 0.5%, has actually been involved with defaulted notes. So I kept asking questions. This guy kept raising his hand. He knew exactly what I was talking about. I asked the question, hey, has anybody ever foreclosed on a homeowner? His hand would go up, and I'm going, wow, who is this guy? So anyway, I got a chance to talk to him afterwards, and I found out that, he was a partner with this hedge fund also. So we had a great conversation. I told him what I do. Again, I tell the world what I do, you guys. I need to let everybody know that I'm in the business. I'm in the business of investing in real estate. I'm in the business of solving problems. I buy mortgages. I buy notes. And if you know anybody, have them contact me. So that's what I do. And it served me real well by letting the world know what I do. Again, this guy said they're always looking for product. I said, I know how to find it. I've been working with hedge funds. I've talked to banks. I know the business. So again, at that point, now I had 2 hedge funds, not just one, but 2 hedge funds that I was working with, again, trying to find a portfolio. So man, my confidence was high. Again, when you have 2 hedge funds and they've got bucks to work with, your job is so much easier. You just got to get out and do it. Hey, one of my most dedicated students' name is Darius up in Stockton. He actually found this deal. It was 174 notes that were default, and they also had some REOs. And Darius got a chance. He was talking, he was talking to the senior vice president to get this deal started. Come to find out, these loans were 90 days plus late. They were all first mortgages that we were dealing with. Again, they were valued at over $40 million. And at that point, I thought we were in a really great position because everything seemed to be working kind of easy. It took us probably about a week to do this whole process. Again, Darius, who found the deal, used my scripts, he used my emails, everything that he learned about this business. He had never did real estate before, and if some of you have seen the video that I did with him, he'll tell you he had no experience, and I ended up teaching him how to get on the phone and talk to the presidents and vice presidents, senior vice presidents, asset managers to find portfolios of loans that we could probably sell to this hedge fund. So again, this was a great experience. I ended up talking to the president of this bank and the chief financial officer. I'm telling you guys, they had language that I had never ever heard before, and I still don't know what they were talking about, but I somehow or another managed to get it to the point where we're making offers, and it was just phenomenal. It was so exciting to be doing this type of business. I never thought that from doing one defaulted note and buying it, that it could lead to buying packages and portfolios. And it's only because of the market that we're in, okay, the stress market. The senior vice president had said he had been through this routine before, so he wanted to test us to see if we were serious. He said, hey, you know what I need you guys to do, I need you to put $2 million in escrow. I was like, whoa, okay. So I went to hedge fund number 4. Guess what? Voila! They delivered because they were experts, okay? There was no hemming and hawing. They put $2.2 million in escrow. Wow. Was I excited? I was excited. I was like, I couldn't sleep at night because I was counting my checks because I knew that this was going to be a great deal. This hedge fund number 4, also wrote up a letter of intent, an LOI for $22 million. And when you read that, it's so exciting. It's in my files now, and I use it for a lot of my clients that I work with just so they have an idea of what an LOI actually looks like as far as working with banks. The hedge fund, their offer was about 60 cents on the dollar for that total package. Okay. Also, hedge fund number 4. I think what would have happened, my analysis of this is that if they would have, the bank would have accepted the offer, they would have wiped out all their cash. So they brought in another hedge fund, which was hedge fund number 5, in case they needed more money. And I tell you, hedge fund number 5, they were serious. Hedge fund number 5 was capable of doing $100 million a month. That's what that liquidator told me. He said they were serious. They had their own trading platform. They had their own servicing company. They were serious players in the business. We actually did a conference call with them, and I'm telling you, man, whoo, man, if you guys could have just heard the way they looked at product and inventory in the business, phenomenal. Again, this took me to a whole nother level in the business. Again, the split for me and Darius, for Darius found the deal, we would split it 50-50. So again, 1 point on $40 million is $400,000. I would have made 200. Darius would have made 200. Now what I'm going to do is I want to show you the actual tape of the 174 properties. Let's see if I just go right down here, cancel that out. Okay, and again, when you receive a tape, and one thing I love about buying notes is that you get all of the information on the loan. So I know exactly what that value is of that note. And then what you have to do is you have to either, if you're just going to flip the property, you don't have to do any extra strategies. You can just turn it over. So again, let's say this hedge fund bought it for 60 cents on the dollar. They could turn around and sell it for 65 cents. Okay, they could sell it for 70 cents, or they can go and service the loan and try to get even more profits from it. So again, all this information is very important. Again, you have the loan balance. There's one, let's see, 230,000. Here's the one that really catches my attention right here. $1.5 million property. Interesting. All right, so you can see the days that they haven't received a payment, and which is really neat, this $1.5 million, bam, 629 days they haven't made a payment. Ooh, ooh. I know some of you are going, wow, that's amazing. But again, I've been doing foreclosures since 1990, and you see so many things that this doesn't really surprise me. Because of this problem, that's why we get the opportunity to buy it. Bank can't figure it out, so they have to turn to someone else. You know, people that solve, real estate investors that solve problems, you guys, have their own economy. They will never, ever go out of business. And so if you want to become an expert at this, again, you'll have a long lifespan and a profitable lifespan simply because you know how to figure out other people's problems. All right, so here we go. This mature, I don't know what that means. I just got an M there and a big old blank in that column. You got your interest rate on these loans. I don't see anything out of the ordinary. Here's one for 14%. I love those. I mean, I love the high interest rate return, especially if I can buy it at a discount. Oh, you make a ton of money. So we got the principal balance here. It's the same thing as the loan balance. We got the escrow balance. Here we have an approximate balance. I have no idea what that is. If you look at here, we got 312 on the principal balance, but over here we got 675. Somebody understands it. I don't. You don't have to know everything about this, you guys. As a matter of fact, you don't even have to see all this. You can just pass it on to your end buyer and let them figure it out. Here's your days delinquent. Again, 90 plus days. Right here we got 1 to 29. We got 30 to 59 days delinquent. 60 to 89 here. But again, predominantly 90 plus days late. And here's your city and state. This was predominantly a California package. So, and that's very rare. You don't see that hardly because, again, California, for one, the properties hold value, and it's very difficult to get them at a real low price. We got Santa Rosa. We got San Jose. Yeah, Fairfield, California. These are all pretty local. There's even a Sacramento, California. There's another one. So, you know, even though these properties were in Sacramento and I had the address, I never went out and looked at them because I just look at it as inventory in a can of beans. I'm just trying to pass it on to an end buyer that has the money. I don't even, we didn't even ask to do a cherry picking on this project. We just wanted to unload it and, you know, get some cash and move on. Again, here's the FICO score in this column. Nothing near. This is really interesting. What's called the book value. This is what the bank holds the value of the property on their books. And if you look, bam. Okay, let's say the book value is $234,000. This hedge fund wanted to buy each and every property. How they came up with the $22 million is they said they will pay $127,586 and 21 cents. 21 cents. They broke it down to the penny of what they were going to pay for each property. So again, I don't see that $1 million property, but I showed you earlier, what were they going to pay for a $1 million property? $127,000, 586.21 cents. That was the average price they would pay for each property. Let me scroll down. This is pretty fun stuff, you guys, especially when you see this. Oh, you're going to lose sleep at night. You're so excited. You got a big adrenaline rush because you got a product in your hand, you got inventory that the banks have sent you. You had a long conversation. You got a hedge fund that's going to fund it. It's exciting. It's exciting. So again, $22.2 million at 54 cents. That's 60% of the BPO bulk purchase price. I don't think there's anything else, but I'll just scroll over because this is our last hedge fund presentation. Yes, I don't see anything different. Only thing I can tell you is, hey, there's 176 loans. I said 174, but it's actually 176. Hey, guys, it's been great. It's been a lot of fun teaching you about what I've done with hedge funds, and I hope you're enjoying it. And if you happen to use the training material that I'm giving you here, and you go out and you do some deals or you make some contacts, I'd love for you to send me a testimonial. I'd love to one day meet all of you because this business has been so great to me, and I hope it will be the same for you. So this is it. Hey, Terry Buntum's got to go, got to run. You guys have a great day, and as usual, I'm looking forward to the next lesson. Take care, guys. Bye.